There are so many diet options out there. Ketogenic diet, Atkins diet, paleo diet, carnivore diet, Dukan diet, zone diet, vegan diet, vegetarian diet, flexitarian diet, whole foods plant-based diet, Ornish diet, therapeutic lifestyle changes diet, Mediterranean diet, DASH diet, 5x2, alternate day fasting, OMAD diet, autoimmune protocol diet, anti-inflammatory diet, FODMAP diet, gluten-free diet, mind diet, volumetrics diet, raw food diet. But there is one thing that most people get wrong about diets, and it's why it's not working for you. Let me explain. So this video, I've taken a lot of inspiration from other people's videos out there. I'm basically just wanting to share my perspective on how diets work and why most people get them wrong. I used to have a bad relationship with food. When I felt full, I felt super self-conscious. When I ate junk food, especially when it was at a party or something like that, or on vacation, hated the way I looked, and I hated looking at myself in the mirror. Over the past 8 years of my fitness journey, I have tried all kinds of different fad diets, most of them unsuccessfully. Keto, the 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss, carb cycling, intermittent fasting. I did a water diet one time. I've tried to do a carnivore diet, and I'm sure I've done all kinds of different weird things that I don't even think about anymore. But honestly, it wasn't until I learned this very simple concept that I figured out how to lose weight and keep it off permanently. The principle of losing or gaining weight is simple. CICO, CICO. This stands for calories in versus calories out. So basically how this works is if you eat more than you burn in a day, you gain weight. And if you eat less than you eat in a day, you lose weight. So you might be saying, if it's this simple, then why is it so hard for everyone? Well, it's extremely hard to know how many calories you burn in a day. You can guess, but you can't necessarily know. You are burning calories all throughout the day, sitting, standing, walking, sleeping, exercising, etc. And each activity has different calories it burns. When you are trying to lose weight, you are either able to add more calories burned through the day by doing exercise or movement, or you basically remove calories that you eat from your diet. And it's easier to track calories than it is to track how many you've burned throughout the day. So that's why people focus on the diet to try and lose weight over the amount of calories that you're burning. Okay, so let me draw this out for you because I think this really will shed some light on why you can't lose weight and why your specific diet isn't working for you. And I saw this specifically from Alex Hormozy, so I'm totally stealing it from him. I think he got it from somewhere else though, so it's okay. So the diet theory is, if we're looking at the three major macronutrients, we've got fats, we've got protein, and we've got carbs, right? But then in a keto diet, you're actually eliminating carbs from the diet. Then you've got a low-fat diet. So this is kind of the same premise where you just have protein and carbs and no fat. So you're just eliminating fat instead of carbs. And then there's, just standard restrictive dieting, which is just eating less overall, like a Weight Watchers diet might fall in this category. So if we draw all three quadrants again, you've got fats, protein, and carbs, and you're just having less of it, right? So this is what it looks like. The problem is, the reality is, most diets look like this, where the fats get higher in a keto diet and the protein gets higher. So you're actually eating the same amount of calories. You're just doing more fats and protein. Same thing with a high carb diet. You're going to most people, because they're not measuring the calories, just accidentally overeat their protein and carbs. The reality is that most people in their diets actually eat more food because they feel like, oh, I can just have as many high fat, high protein foods in a keto diet as I want. And it's really easy to accidentally overeat in that because you're not paying attention to the calories. So one of the things that you need to get out of your mind is that the keto diet is something magical. It's just not. In fact, you might just have less energy. There's this whole premise that eliminating carbs from your diet puts you in ketosis, which makes you burn more calories. And there may be small truth to that, but it's like a 1% truth. Like, it's so minuscule compared to the fact that you're supposed to be cutting calories to lose weight. That is the 99% of the puzzle, is the actual calorie cut. So for example, if you pick a high protein diet, usually it works really well because if you're sticking to high protein, you're more full. So you're not as likely to eat as more in the fats and the carbs, but that doesn't mean you can't accidentally do it. You have like 5 Oreos and all of a sudden you accidentally added 500 calories to your day. Well, you basically eliminated your whole diet, even if you hit your protein goal for the day. So that's something you need to be aware of is, am I overeating in the diet that I'm adhering to? For me, what has worked really well, and I think what works for most people that find success on the internet, is they actually find a diet. Out of all the ones I listed at the very beginning of this video, you need to find the one that works well for your lifestyle, for the things that you like to eat. So for me, I like high protein diets, and I do eat relatively cleanly because I like eating like chicken and rice and veggies. I just have that. I cook most meals at home, me and my wife do. So for me, it's very easy for me to just be like, I'm just going to have a steak today and not a lot of sauce, and I'm going to have potatoes and greens, as opposed to trying to do some magical keto diet that I won't probably stick to forever because it's not exactly my lifestyle. You need to pay more attention to the foods that are killing your gains in your current lifestyle than just eliminating everything and completely upending your life, essentially. So find something that fits your lifestyle that you can, adhere to. Focus more on the calories in and calories out. Measure how many calories that you're eating in a day for a few weeks, and then call it good, because then you can do it on autopilot where you kind of understand, okay, this is what it feels like in my current lifestyle. You don't want to pick a super restrictive diet for you because it's going to be hard for you to adhere to. You only have so much willpower. So that's something important to keep in mind, especially if you're adding exercise on top of that, where now I have to put some willpower in to get to the gym. You don't want your diet to also be a super hard thing for you to do, because all of it combined, you're going to give up eventually. It's almost guaranteed. So, okay, we've got half of it figured out, the diet, but what about the other half of the equation, the calories burn piece? Well, I have a whole separate video that you can check out right here that talks about what everybody gets wrong about exercise. So click on that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.